What if retirement didn't mean traffic, rules, or pretending to enjoy golf? What if it meant silence you can actually hear, houses you can actually afford, and mornings that don't feel rushed by anything at all? Arizona hides places like that, not advertised, not trending, just waiting. Today, we're uncovering them. Number 10, Duncan. Duncan feels like a town that decided it had already seen enough of the world. Sitting quietly near the Gila River, it doesn't chase growth trends or attention. It simply exists. And that's its power. Homes here cost around $135,000, which still sounds unreal in today's market. The cost of living is low, the streets are quiet, and crime is so rare. It feels theoretical. Most mornings begin with sunlight and not sirens. Life in Duncan moves at a human pace. People recognize your footsteps before they see your face. The annual rodeo shuts down Main Street, and nobody complains. If you're looking for nightlife, keep driving. If you're looking for peace, so deep it feels like a reset button, Duncan understands you. Number 9, Snowflake. Snowflake sounds like a joke until you arrive, and then it feels oddly perfect. The town sits high enough to avoid extreme heat, giving you real seasons without harsh winters. It's calm, clean, and unapologetically quiet. Homes hover around $215,000, and daily life costs less than most Arizona towns. Neighbors wave, church bells echo, nights are filled with stars instead of traffic noise. Snowflake is also proudly strange. It's tied to Arizona's most famous UFO story, and locals treat it like weather. Interesting, but not worth arguing about. You don't move here for excitement, you move here because you're done needing it. Number 8, Clarkdale. Clarkdale sits near Sedona, but it doesn't behave like it. There's no rush to impress, no spiritual sales pitch, and no inflated price tags pretending to be enlightenment. Homes still sit around $265,000, which feels like a loophole considering the scenery. The town moves at its own pace and with quiet streets, friendly neighbors, and a sense of history you can actually feel. Jazz drifts from small cafes, and vineyards nearby offer local wine, without the tourist crowds. Jazz floats out of old brick buildings. Wine is made nearby. Even the train that passes through town isn't in a hurry. It's scenic, by design. Clarkdale is cultured without being loud, artistic without being exhausting. Evenings end early, mornings feel gentle, and neighbors talk because they want to, not because an HOA told them to attend a meeting. Number 7, Patagonia. Patagonia feels like a secret, agreed upon by people who value quiet over convenience. Fewer than 1,000 residents call it home, and most of them chose it intentionally. Homes average around $190,000. Crime is extremely low, and the temperature stays cooler. Thanks to elevation, artists thrive here. Birdwatchers thrive here. Slow thinkers thrive here. There's one grocery store, and it closes early. Cell service is unpredictable, but time stretches differently. Conversations last longer, and for many retirees, that trade feels like winning the lottery. Number 6, Safford. Safford doesn't dress itself up. For visitors, it doesn't try to impress. It doesn't pretend to be something else. It simply offers space, affordable living, and a kind of calm. That feels honest, and it quietly trusts that the right people will notice. Homes here sit close to $185,000, which still feels hard to believe. In today's world, daily expenses are low, groceries cost less, gas costs less, and the pace of life costs you almost nothing. At night, the skies grow dark. Not city dark, real dark. Dark enough to see the universe clearly, dark enough to remind you how big everything really is. Scientists live here, farmers live here, retirees live here, different lives, different stories. And somehow, it all works. There's no fixed schedule for fun. Entertainment isn't planned weeks ahead, it just happens. Sitting on your porch becomes something you look forward to. Watching clouds drift by turns into a real activity. Time slows down without anyone forcing it. Safford doesn't tell you to relax. It doesn't tell you to slow down. It simply removes everything that made you rush in the first place. Number 5, Wilcox. Wilcox is dusty, honest, and wildly underrated, surrounded by vineyards. and open land, it offers one of the lowest costs of living on this list and one of the most peaceful lifestyles. Homes average around $155,000. Rent can dip shockingly low, and the wine industry quietly thrives without the pretension of better-known regions. It smells like agriculture. It feels like space. Neighbors live far enough away to respect your silence. Wilcox isn't polished, but it's real, affordable, and refreshingly unbothered. Number 4. Camp Verde. Camp Verde proves that Arizona is more than just dry desert and heat. This is a place where rivers actually run through town, where trees grow naturally without trying, and where history feels woven into the land around you. Homes here cost around $260,000, which is still very reasonable for what you get. You have water, real greenery, and you're close enough to both Phoenix and Flagstaff. That day trips are easy, but crowds are not. The Verde River doesn't just pass by in the background, it shapes the way the town feels. People walk slower, mornings feel calmer, even the air feels softer near the water. Life in Camp Verde feels balanced. You're not cut off from everything, but you're not surrounded by noise either. It's not too quiet. It's not too busy. It's just steady, comfortable, and calm. Camp Verde gives you peace without making you feel disconnected from the world. And for many retirees, that balance is exactly what they've been looking for. Number 3. Bisbee. Bisbee doesn't hide its personality. It leans into it. Hard, built into a canyon, stacked with staircases and covered in art, it feels alive. In a way few towns do. Homes hover around $210,000. Creativity fills every corner. Musicians play on sidewalks, murals cover walls, coffee conversations turn philosophical. Without warning, Bisbee isn't quiet, but it is peaceful. In its own rebellious way, if you want silence, look elsewhere. If you want character, soul, and a town that accepts you as is, Bisbee delivers. Number 2. Portal. Portal is for people who truly want out. No cell service, no grocery store, no noise. Homes sit around $175,000. Costs are low, crime barely exists, scientists live here, birdwatchers live here, retirees live here, connected more by silence than conversation. At night, the stars dominate everything. Days pass without interruption. Portal doesn't distract you. It gives your mind room to breathe, and that's rare. Number 1. Arivaca. Arivaca isn't a town you stumble into. It's a place you choose after you've decided you're done rushing. Homes average around $140,000. Costs are extremely low. HOAs don't exist. The desert stretches endlessly in every direction. Internet is unreliable. Sunsets are not. Arivaca strips life down to essentials and somehow makes it richer. It doesn't ask for attention. It rewards presence. These towns won't chase you. They won't advertise. They won't promise anything flashy. But if peace, affordability, and space matter more than noise and pressure, Arizona might already have your exit ramp. So tell me, which town felt like home? Before you even finish the sentence, if one of these towns made you pause or imagine a different kind of life, leave a comment and tell me which one. Like this video if peace feels more valuable than convenience now. Subscribe if you're ready for a slower, quieter chapter. Because sometimes the best move is the one nobody else is making.